everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here. Hi.
Kimmy here.
Are you guys ready for more Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Oh, are we?
Yes, we are.
I like the show a lot, and constantly I want to say Breaking Bad. I know you can't compare the two besides having certain characters in it, but I like it. It's a different vibe, and I love how intellectual it is, but the same thing with Walter White with Breaking Bad and everything there, but it's just different. And it's not as scary, but you have a lot of manipulation taking place. We have major betrayal with brothers, or with Chuck at least. I love Jimmy though. Like, he is so smart.
He is smart.
So
smart. Very smart.
You know, Jimmy's really smart.
Well,
He is spot on, very fast,
smart.
quick on his feet.
He is. Absolutely. I'm hoping they could patch things up later, him and Chuck, but Chuck is still kind of stuck on his own thoughts on his brother, and it's not good because he has too much pride there or something, you know? So it's all about the title. You have to have the money or the reputation to go to a successful school. You can't go.
Yeah, you can't do it. And it's just so
and
funny how he feels that Jimmy took the quick route when he was working through college.
That's
He
right.
judged him immediately
so much
because he was a deadbeat.
So
he did
much.
bad things, so he just sees him as a screw up, you know?
Yeah, so that's not good.
But I do like Jimmy and Kimmy together. It wasn't good at the
I
end
do
of
too,
last
but
episode.
so
you know
that's
what?
probably
She
gonna be
had to
conflict
tell
over
him the
time.
truth.
She had to.
She had to, because if
She's
she
an open
hears
book.
anything that he's doing wrong legally, she
That's
could
right.
be
In major trouble.
good for her.
she could
Good
be
for her to tell him that, you know.
And how weird is that to do that video? Oh my God.
Oh, that must be. Oh,
You know what? I remembered it,
yeah.
but I kind of like blocked it from my memory, and now you say that really brought it back. I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's
God,
crazy.
That was really.
Hopefully we don't have to see a glimpse of that in this episode. You don't need to see that with that guy. Ew.
With pies. I'll never eat a pie the same way again.
It was funnier with Jimmy telling him we have to make a video and not actually seeing what happened, but just leave it like that. That's it.
No, I don't want to.
So I think we should just get into this episode. I want to say more, but I know we're running out of time today. So you guys ready?
We're ready.
Let's do this.
Especially with Mike and Nacho now.
Oh,
yeah, eyeballing each other. Like, they know how to play the game really well. Scary. All right, so 203. I want a hat.
Is that him? It is him.
Oh my goodness, look at.
So good.
He's so sly.
My name's Jimmy. I tried to visit you at Sandpiper, but they wouldn't allow me to. I saw your bus broken down. Here you are. Lucky me.
Fate.
Don't mind me. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Now, Elma May.
No, you're the only entertainment here.
Respond to a mailer from my law firm, Davis and Main of.
Oh, maybe. Was it yellow?
It's canary yellow. I picked that color myself. Well, ma'am.
Smart.
I'm here to make sure you get your money back. Let's say you're out on a date with your boyfriend. You do have a boyfriend, right? You don't? Come on. Alma May's holding out on me. So, both of you have a great meal. It's chicken fried steak and green beans and perfect.
It does sound good,
Here
though.
comes the check.
Chicken fried steak,
Hey, wait a doggone. And nothing makes me sadder than to see people of the greatest generation getting overcharged by some great big company.
I really think he means that.
If you get your nephew Steve to go take care of it for you.
He is so good at that.
Georgie
He's
girl.
exactly what you say.
It's all there, everything I need.
I'm going to save you from having to brag. Over 200 new Sandpiper clients signed over the past 3 weeks. Well done, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thanks, Cliff. My goal, another 200 by the end of the month. With this many folks,
not happy at all.
we have an excellent shot at a solid batch of plaintiffs for the classes in each district.
Excellent.
Really astonishing results, Jimmy. Incredible.
But
Your last trip to Amarillo, you came back with 22 new clients.
24.
how'd you do that?
24.
I did not solicit.
I'm just wondering how you account for your success.
Oh, here we
Because it
go,
will
see.
definitely raise eyebrows over at Schweikert and Coakley.
Yeah, he did say, and
As
talk
many of
amongst
you are
yourself, you
aware,
can listen.
I've visited more than my share of retirement homes.
So these other 23 residents, they approached you.
Cliff, they heard the scuttlebutt before I crossed state lines.
Oh,
And Chuck, not
that's right.
incidentally, it
How
was
do you-
absolutely
Naturally, that's
vital
how he is.
Dot our I's and cross our T's here. Invaluable. So Thank you.
But see,
Oh no, here we
Gonna go to
go.
her.
he's
What
gonna
I'm
do it.
proposing is that we create a small team at B&M.
She's moving away.
Oh, she's going away. Oh, yeah.
Because she knows that
We'll
he should.
illuminate your
Yeah,
family and
she-
anything.
Hey, Kim, where can I get a copy of that Niederman deposition?
I've got an extra Niederman, Jimmy. You can have one of mine.
Crap, no.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh no.
No. Not in the day room.
Jimmy, you know solicitation
And
can
the
get you
boss.
disbarred. This matters.
I thought it was because I'm sensational with old people.
Yeah, and who do you think told him that?
So what, you threw me a bone?
No. Asshole. You know I believe in you. You and I both know you can do this job.
She has a fair point, though. It's
Please
true.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Why don't you give his foot a squeeze?
Didn't you have something like that, Kim? Like a monkey or
I
something?
do. I have a monkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, darling. Something up? Feels like something's up.
Yeah, it's weird.
I didn't get much sleep. My head's...
I'm sorry.
There's no mistaking it. There was 3 of them. They were quick. Pop, 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 closer. It was like they were right outside the house.
You call the cops?
Yeah.
You might.
Please
You should
tell me
probably
I'm sorry.
stay.
I told you.
You can't say that to him and not let
Yeah,
him.
right?
Haley, come.
Guess you better think of another way.
I think I got it. TV commercial. Highly targeted. 3:14 p.m. End of the first act cliffhanger. First commercial up. Davis and Maine. Guaranteed eyeballs. Lots of them. There's nothing Sandpiper can do about that.
We will talk next week.
Great. Safe travels.
Oh, God.
Good idea.
That's a
that
really
is
good
a good
idea. Watch something
idea,
happen to
yeah.
that guy now.
Because people throw
Oh,
mailers
yeah.
away.
That's right, they do.
I was like, well, they did.
If you or a family member have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or related conditions, you may be entitled to monetary damages.
To get what just right?
The
Blah.
swirl.
The
They
swirl?
wanted
Oh my
kind
God,
of
the
nebulous,
heck?
but
No.
not
The
too
time.
nebulous.
Give me a
Then
break.
there was the issue
You
of
will
the
listen.
speed. What do you
Crap.
think?
I
It's not
think
personal at all.
You need Jimmy's
what
face.
happened to showmanship?
Hey, take care of
Those clowns
those.
act like the professionals your parents are paying for you to become. This happens to be very valuable. You guys didn't bring a dolly?
Nope, no dolly.
You didn't ask for a dollar.
Gotta ask, dude. Dolly's extra.
Okay, no dolly. We will improvise then. Does anybody like you?
Good for you.
I'm ready
at
for
him.
my close-up, Mr. McGill.
Oh, look at her. Oh, look at her.
Her, just a
That's
kid.
Oh, look at her.
I don't know. It's gonna be right outside her door this time. And she called the cops, so they might get. Oh, he stayed.
Oh, he's watching it from afar. Nice. As quiet as can be.
I know, Jinx.
All of a sudden, we hear pop, pop.
I know.
Is he banging? Is he hitting mailboxes?
Is he shooting cars?
Oh, it's the newspaper.
Oh.
Oh,
He was like, oh my
paranoid.
God, I overthought it.
She's paranoid.
Yes.
Hey, honey, what's happening? What happened?
What happened?
Oh, now what
Not
happened?
a break-in.
Oh,
You do see it, right?
I see it. What time did you hear the shots?
2:13 this morning. I looked at the clock. It was 3 of them. It was exactly like last time. That came from a bullet. I mean, it must have. It wasn't there before last night. I promise you that. And I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's it. We're getting you and Kaylee out of this house. End of story.
Is that what she was trying to do?
Like, what's the story with these? Who was it who first said, hey, I know? Big bowl of balls.
I don't know. They came with the place.
Prank
No
yarn
shit.
ball for cats.
I gotta say, I will miss the nail salon's vibrating chairs.
Well, for you, I can make any chair in this place vibrate.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Then one day they said all my money was gone. Where did it all go?
That's not a real tear, is it?
If you were a loved one
It's
as a resident
Visine.
of a...
I'd be dialing.
Yes. Up top.
Yay.
Oh, God, yeah.
And all made in accordance of the American Bar Association.
I hope it works.
Good.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Let's celebrate. I'm getting more wine. You want some?
Absolutely.
It wasn't approved.
He's got to come back in a week, right? He's going
yeah.
to him.
Yeah,
I'd like the number for KKTV Channel 11.
No, get it approved first.
Oh, he can't just go for it.
I need to get a package out. Toot sweet.
I know a loan shark always needs enforcement and recovery. Pays good, and it's steady work.
I'm not breaking legs. What else?
Right on down the line.
Good. Let's
It's
make
going
that
to be
the
really
plan then.
successful, but he didn't get approval.
Oh, so
That's right, yeah.
Sometimes they don't have pen and paper handy either.
You don't get up right away, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go.
Woohoo.
Whoa.
The whole thing is really going to work, but it's going to backfire. Oh, wow.
Wow.
See, you should get approval, though. Great job.
And who's going to pay
Oh,
for this?
boy.
How's your tree, Ma?
The timbering yet?
Staying there, yeah.
Timber!
Can't see my star, though.
It's
Way
good
up
one,
there.
You're the star. It's
You
underneath
are.
the tree.
Oh, God.
It's serious money. He specifically asked for you.
Nacho. That's right.
I was thinking about it. I said, uh-oh.
Aw. It is cute.
it's the boss.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
boy, oh,
Never too
boy.
late. The response has
You
been...
ran a commercial without ever showing it to me, without first consulting me and my partners. Did you actually think that was going to fly?
Oh,
I was planning on telling you in the morning. Yeah, Jesus.
Howard said you were a little eccentric. You didn't tell me you were a goddamn arsonist.
We got 103 phone calls today off a measly $700 ad. I know you.
oh.
Oh, that gave me so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff.
No, it's not
So
fun
what I
anymore.
miss? Anything blow up yet?
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
God.
It's randomly Gus, but
Mm.
he was
Shit.
asked for, so it has to be Nacho.
Or Tuco. We're going to get Nacho.
Feeling cautious? You gonna tell me what we're doing here?
Yeah,
I've got a problem.
Okay.
This problem,
it's you.
I can't solve it myself. I need him to go away.
Are we supposed to read it wrong? Come on!
Oh, my God.
Is it done
the end of
already?
it? Whoa. Well, that was
Did that
fine.
have a double meaning? What do you think?
I need him to go away.
So it seems like he's talking
Ooh,
about
is it good?
Mike, like he's going to kill him there. I mean, we know what happens with Mike, so we know he's going to survive this, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Do you think he's talking
Maybe
about
Tuco.
Mike, or do you think he's talking about someone else?
I think
Someone
Tuco.
else.
I think Tuco.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
Because he
Tuco
wants
for
to
him.
expand his own
okay.
stuff. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that would
don't
make
know.
more sense. Because if he was going to kill Mike, he would have done it like
Yeah.
right
Mike would
away
be
instead
like,
of
"I'm
confronting
on it."
him and verbalizing
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's
There's
right.
someone who has to go. Who
I
is
think he
bald
appreciates
and right in
Mike.
front of me.
And
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
Tuco found out about Nacho and wanted Mike
In
to
another
go
way,
to
probably.
Nacho.
Who knows? Word of mouth or
No.
something.
He wants him.
Oh, my God.
Then you have that
Oh,
crazy nerdy
what a
guy
web
before
we
selling
weave.
medicine.
Oh,
and he's
God,
like innocent.
Bryce.
He goes, I'm not a criminal, so who knows who he has been talking to, and probably someone found out somehow. Tuco found out. Who
Oh,
knows?
wow.
But yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
No, I don't
Nacho
know.
understands that Mike is good at what
Good
he
guard.
does, and
A good guard.
he's really going to
Yeah,
use him.
like that.
Wow. So going to the daughter-in-law, do you
Yeah.
think she's going crazy? You know, she took Mike's money because she needed money.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't want to bother Mike, but he does care. And he's like, well, I don't worry. But he does really care, though.
Yeah.
So then
I
she's
think
like, I heard gunshots, and I think she was nervous. So I don't know if she's convincing herself there's gunshots. 'cause
I
it
think
seems
she's
like
Because he was
paranoid.
there all night long.
Yes.
And
And
there's
he
nothing
didn't hear
there.
anything but the newspapers. And that was
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, and it was consecutive because it was
Yeah.
the newspapers going consecutive. So maybe she is paranoid, and that skim could have been anything. I mean, it could be around
Yeah.
the house.
That's
I
right,
mean,
yeah.
When you
looks
say
like it's
pop,
faster.
pop, pop, and the newspapers were, you know, delayed in between, it was like a long, like, couple minutes, pop, pop, maybe not a couple minutes, but, you know, it was a very long time. Usually with gunshots, it would be like pop, 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 or like pop,
Yeah.
pop, like fast.
Because it seemed like a very quiet neighborhood all night long.
And if you had the windows open, maybe you'd hear it. But honestly, like, I'm right in town, and like anyone else, so getting a newspaper thrown over, like, I would definitely hear it. I never hear that.
Slaps.
Unless someone slams it down or something, or if you have a window open right where it lands.
But it was a quiet night, and it was enough for all of us to hear that. Boom.
Yeah, so it's the only thing that would make sense.
And her mind is probably playing tricks on her. She is by herself. She's
That's what I'm
very
thinking.
worried.
Right.
You know, she moves. The cops came to see you know, you never know. She knows her husband did something shady.
And you do notice details of your own house, but maybe that weird bullet hole thing was always there, and she's just so paranoid that she's making it into something that's not anything.
And he's not saying anything to her. Like, no, I was out front, and I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, he didn't tell her she
either.
was
So
out front,
maybe he wants her to be closer to him. I don't know.
I'm kind of wondering if he's just afraid to say something because maybe he realizes she is going a little crazy or asking more of him, and he does not open up.
And maybe he wants to help her, but on her terms, so he can get them closer together, maybe live in the same neighborhood or what have you.
Yeah.
It seems almost that she's hinting for him to do more work for her to get money in the beginning.
Yeah, to be victimized or something.
She's a sweet girl, and she wants to be independent.
Because it is her fault for doing that, but at the same time, I think she's making herself so paranoid that, you know, she thinks she needs it. But I think it's a mix of the two, of being selfish and needing more, and needing the help because it makes her life easier.
Yeah,
but now
she
just
didn't even
getting paranoid because she wants the help. Like, now she's dependent on it.
Yeah, because she didn't even turn around. He gave her some money. I would be, like, if a family member did that for me, I'd be like,
yes.
Oh my God, why did you, that was so great.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, anything you can get, so thank you very much. I'll put some towards the kid or whatever.
And she was already on the next thing, you know?
That's right.
That's what makes me a little concerned, that she wants just more, and that's enabling him to do these jobs.
And right away, when he offered to stay that night, because he was concerned, and she's like, no, like, kept like pushing it off. Like, if I heard gunshots for real, I would have been like, yeah, you can stay over, especially if I know
yeah.
And it's a very nice, you know, it could have been a Saturday night as opposed to he stayed over in front of the house on a Sunday night. It could be a different night, but that seemed like a really nice, quiet neighborhood.
It did seem like that, yeah.
Like, there were no lights on.
You never know, but
yeah.
So I think she's totally just messing with him, as we saw, because
I think so too.
Besides the newspaper,
and the dog didn't bark.
No,
they have a dog now, so
they hear everything.
Right,
yeah, and if he's not, you know, a bad guard dog, you know, but dogs do bark when they hear something unusual.
Any little noise.
So she didn't say anything like, you know, if I don't barked or anything, or
I gotta say, I love having animals in the house because they really do alert you, you know, and even my cats, I can't help but have to talk about them, but they hear everything too, and any little noise outside, like they're
I had a basset hound. Oh boy.
Yeah, they hear everything.
Kramer
makes you feel
would
more
just
comfortable. They always hear something before it happens, and when someone pulls into the driveway, they recognize certain cars, and they know who it is. They get so excited, and they react differently depending on the person that's cute. So I'm like, oh, okay, so so-and-so's here. You can tell by the way Loki is, you know, because Loki opens the door first if Ryan's coming in, or if I'm coming in, it's Maui first. So it's just cute how they know. So I like that.
They do know. So I don't know. I think she just wants more help financially. And
that's right.
I just hope mentally she's not going nuts because she wants this dependency with him, you know? I mean, I think she's just manipulating at this point, and she feels guilty about it.
Yeah, manipulation. And he really loves to help the family.
He does.
Not to say that he was out front makes him think like, oh, she wants me to help him move. Okay, I'm going to move you. You're going to be in a better neighborhood, so now she's going to get a better place to stay.
A big thing when he said, I do believe you, the second time, I think, like, his voice really cracked, because you can tell he really did care.
Like, he worried about her.
Yeah, so that really got to me. I was like, oh my God, you know, and it's just a tough situation, but hopefully that will help things. But now he's going to have to work worse jobs, more violent jobs with higher money so he can pay for a new house for her, most likely.
Gosh.
So
or at least put down a good
Gus or
rent.
something. Yeah.
Well, he's starting with Nacho.
Yeah, so let's go first.
See how much just
go up like Walton. Man. So going to Jimmy too, like that sucks.
He should have got
great
approval.
idea he had, and he just screwed
It was
up.
beautiful, and it was a beautiful
just
commercial.
approval.
You know, he's got ants in the pants. He cannot go
He does.
the traditional
He's going to have
route.
to learn. He's
I
going to have
know,
to
and he was
learn the
trying
hard
to do
way.
better, and he tries to make it okay in his head, and it didn't seem bad. He goes, "Oh, okay, do it," and then ask for forgiveness after, you know. And it's just bad because now look what happened. Because he had a boss that it didn't matter what Jimmy was before, quotation from what Chuck thought of him, and you know, like he gave him a chance, and he was excited about it, and he was very positive about it. Like his boss, clean slate. You know, started new at this job and trusted him to do
everything
well,
that everyone else had,
and just screwed it up. Like went over his head. Like he was just gone for a week. Just wait till he got back, and it would have been fine. And he got paranoid about it, but like, okay, lose your job and lose this whole case because you're going to get fired. You're going to be off it, and you're going to lose everything.
Then Kim is going to
likely.
really be upset with him.
Yeah, and you can lose all that too. You can lose Kim, and everyone's going to be mad at you. Or you just wait and risk, and even if he said no, which I don't think he would have said no, you know, if he approved that crappy commercial before and he said he was open to it, it's not his forte, but he was open to it, most likely he would have agreed to it. It was a better commercial.
You still have to go with the motion. You still have
to get approved by your boss. Like, you doing that, like, it can just make everything go to crap after. So I'm glad it was a success, but if he just waited, even if his boss said no the first time, he could have probably talked to him and convinced him over time.
Yes,
that's right.
And he could have went to the weekly meeting and said, look, I presented this to Davis and Maine. I'm waiting for it approved. You know, this is what I was planning on doing a commercial. I'm still waiting. At least he can talk to the board and say, look, I am trying to do something else for outreach, but
he almost went to that woman that was at his desk, like, you know, just almost asked her for permission, it seemed like. But then I thought that would have been worse because if he's not there, his actual boss, I'm like, that might be worse because you don't want to talk to someone through someone, you know, to get approval because
you
then
want
it
to
might
talk to
not
the guy
be
that just hired
correctly.
you. And I thought he was calling. I thought he didn't want to interrupt. I thought he was calling her office to see if he can go in there, but no, he just called the advertising company.
I know. Look, right when he picked up, I'm like, he's calling the station. He's calling. Right when he said KT, whatever the TV station was.
Yeah, that once I knew that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no,
he's not calling the office. I thought he was calling the.
So what a bad mistake, and the anxiety in that phone call. Like you felt it, I'm sure. Like I felt so terrible. I'm like, oh my god. Not that I had my boss ever yell at me like that, but
he just
stepping on their shoes. Like you're just completely overrided. You didn't even like talk to your boss, and you're presenting the company's name. Like that's his name that you had no authority. You know, you just did this on your
Chuck
own.
gets wind of this. We'll see how the meeting is, but
he's gonna be like, I told you so.
He's gonna say, see.
It sucks because Chuck really gave him a bad name too. I know Jimmy did bad things. He made bad choices, but here this just proves it. You know, it just sucks.
That's a shame.
Because now it just
It
looks
really
terrible.
is.
You see, I told you so.
Maybe it'll still work out. They have.
I hope they might just slap him on the hand and just say, now we are, you have to go to the partners for anything.
That's right.
And you're going to pay that ad, you know, or something like that.
Luckily, he
Hopefully
got
they give him another
chance,
but then that's it.
I know it's hard, like starving artist syndrome, but yes, like getting the students to help him at least is probably cheaper than getting the professionals.
What were they making? Like $100 each?
Yeah, something like that.
Like that,
so he'll just have to pay it, but I don't know. Like I'm scared for Jimmy there. Of course, we live in the moment. We know what happens in Breaking Bad, but just in this moment, we don't know exactly how he comes to be in Breaking Bad. So.
And he is very creative. The ad was good.
That was good.
I thought it was good. Yes, slow tank, lady hand. Yeah, over there. Didn't have a dolly, but that's funny. That's extra. But I've never used a dolly before, but you know what those are? They're like on wheels, so you can move the camera.
That's
right,
right,
no one's like walking where it's like moving around a lot or anything.
It worked well.
It worked out well. So someone was slowly going down the steps. It's like, don't actually take steps, otherwise it would have been going like this.
That's
like, so
right,
they just panned it around. So yeah, that was a good commercial. I really liked it. Man.
Very good.
If only he waited.
If only he waited, yeah.
That's right.
So, Nacho, I am going to say what you guys are saying. I'm going to say it's probably to do with Tuco. I was like, why would he just bluff Mike right there? Because he probably disrespected him because he went face to face. He had guts. He knew Mike wasn't going to budge. He went right into Nacho's face at his family's place.
Yeah.
And threatened him about Tuco.
That's right,
so.
for sure.
Who to go to.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. So very good show, guys. I can't wait to watch more.
It was good. It was very
good. God. And Kimmy is really good support for him. Like, they're such a great couple together, and it just sucks because Jimmy will go down. And
he knows where she stands every time he does something wrong. She gives him the cold shoulder. She cares about him enough to tell him why.
She's really good for him because she tells him exactly what he needs to hear, and he respects her for it. And even when he tried to, not that he was trying to victimize himself, but when he's like, oh, you just threw me a bone, and she's like, you a-hole. Like, no, freaking, like, I did this because I believe in you, man. It's not because, you know, I want, like, you to feel like, oh, you owe me one or something. No, it's like, but just respect it, though. You can't be cheating and breaking the law because it will come back to me. Like, that's my reputation, too, and I really stuck myself out there for you.
Very true. When you refer someone to a
so
company,
you got to be respectful of that.
I'm
sure.
It is cool what Jimmy does, though.
I like the way he
It is. I love the back door. I love how he pays the bus driver. Yeah, that was.
Oh, I love that.
His cowboy hat.
On the bus with the people and talking to them and all. The seniors.
And he's so great with them, and he's so patient. He knows exactly how to explain something to them.
That's right.
Yeah, and he knows how to talk and
how he goes in knowing exactly all the stages that he has to do to get what he needs and to avoid other things. Like, he only talked to one person, and then word of mouth spread, even though it wasn't really that. But he starts talking to one, and he goes, oh, you can talk amongst yourselves, we're good here. But he's talking loud, making a big show of it.
That's right, yes.
And all
there's
getting
nothing else going on. So
he didn't talk to every individual one. They kind of overheard and word of mouth, which wasn't that way. But so that was fun. How he did that.
Or email or whatever. He got up and, what's going on?
Yeah, and overthinking it, though, I love how it worked in this situation. But if he did that in a different way, say if he was doing more crime or whatever, you know, he easily convinces people, so that's not good either. So thank goodness he's trying to help people in this scenario. You know, but to think like other people trying to con others, like for other things that he did too that weren't great, but it was a lot of fun to watch. It's just crazy. That's a talent.
It is, but he does have talent, even as far as the outreach to sending the mailing. He did the canary yellow. She goes, the yellow paper. Like, he knows what will catch people's eye.
That's good.
He does. Very smart. I love that too. Yes, I think I did that for you. I really do enjoy this. Jimmy is awesome. I still don't like what Chuck is doing, and he does have good points though, following the law. But he's only digging because he knows Jimmy and he's judging him already.
Chuck always looks down on him.
And you know what? I have to say, I am proud of Chuck for being in that meeting. And just not being nervous.
I'm glad you said that because I was actually impressed too. Like, wow, like you wouldn't even know all that.
I mean, even though he was a jerk to Jimmy, he has come a long way.
Yes, he has.
So,
and just how he mocks things too, though. How he's like, he did come a long way. I thought the same thing when I saw that meeting. And when he's like, oh, and you got 22 people, and then Jimmy's like 24, and he goes, oh, right, 24. Like, he got annoyed that, you know, because he purposely like said less, and then Jimmy says a little bit more, and then they both were kind of digging at each other. Not really, but kind of. And he didn't like that, so I just don't like Chuck like digging at him like that.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't mind Jimmy coming back at Chuck too. And
I was happy that Jimmy did. Yeah.
But he did have a little truth too, so he shouldn't like do that and break the law. Although he's not, but he's bending the law a lot to get what he needs. But anyways, they both do wrongs, and they got to knock it off and get along somehow. I'm really worried for next time. I can't wait to watch it. But oh my God! So all right, so right now, do you think Jimmy's going to get fired, or do you think he's just going to get a slap on the wrist and be okay at this?
I hope they just give him a slap on the wrist and be okay. I'm hoping. Give him another chance.
I think they will give him another chance because he spoke up to Chuck, the Davis and Maine guy, his boss, about Jimmy's outreach. He goes, no, I think that's really good, whatever. You know, he's the department head. So he was embracing what Jimmy did in the beginning. So I'm kind of hoping he was really ticked off in that phone call now. Yeah. But I think it'll be okay this time.
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm just going to say he's going to get fired. I'm just scared he's going to get fired, but I'm hoping they'll give him another chance because that was a big thing that he did. But we'll see because he was so nice before, but he did break trust already.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think his only saving grace is because this case is his baby.
Yeah.
I think they'll just give him that because it's respect for this case, but I think that's going to be his only.
I hope so, yeah.
I hope it's something. Yeah, I really hope so. But we'll find out next time, guys. So I have to watch out that I don't lean forward because, ooh, magic glare from Star Trek. Whoa! I got to say something dramatic now. Shoo, some glare. So Happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. Can't wait to watch
Merry
more.
Christmas,
Do you like my
happy
holiday
holidays,
shirt?
yes.
Woo, Merry Christmas.
Oh, adorable.
Please subscribe, guys. Let us know what you thought of this
like my
episode.
hat?
Yes, with an awesome star, but you are the star too, Mama. It's looking cool
That's
on
right.
top.
Yes.
And we'll see you very soon, as always, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's my star.
There's Mom's star.
Bye-bye.